drums to spin tunes.
Alright, so, this is my djembe. I made this for the class after this, so I figured since I had to be lugging it around all day anyway, may as well use it for this.
Really?
So,
That's nice.
I, first off, am not really a djembe player. I don't do percussion. But, so, the way I'm going to be relating this to what we've learned is, it's along kind of the Taoist way of thinking. When I was making it, it was all about finding the patterns in the wood and flowing with them. Even though, you want it to be this shape, you just kind of had to go along with everything. Like this tree in particular, the grain was twisted, so when you'd run the chisel down, it would kind of go in a circular pattern along the side.
Mm-hmm.
And if you tried to fight it through, it would splinter and crack off, and so you just kind of had to flow with it. And really taking my time and being really careful with it was very important. At one point, let me see if I can find it.
You made it by yourself, Lenny?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At one point, I tried to use like a big double-bitted axe to really get some wood off, hurry the process along, but it skipped up and can't find it now because the ropes are hiding it, but it stuck into the side where I did not want it to. And that was really trying to go against what I guess the wood wanted to do, you could say. So it was all about just flowing with it and just following the natural patterns that were there. I guess, so the drum itself, like I said, it's a djembe. Practicing for my presentation next. It was first created in the Mali Empire in Western Africa in about 1300. There's a ton of different stories about how they were first created. There's one that was like, quote, the village idiot's wife was like pounding grain in a big mortar and pestle. She pounded too hard and went all the way through because this drum has a hole all the way through the bottom. And he just happened to be carrying a goat skin and put it on there for some reason. But, and then there was one that was like, they got it from chimpanzees that were playing it in the forest or something like that. I don't know for sure, I wasn't there. But it was made by the blacksmithing caste called the Numu because they were the ones that would have had the tools to do it. So like I said, there's a hole all the way through the bottom, and this top part is all carved out. And in theory, it's supposed to be sloped down to where you have the hole. It creates what's called a Helmholtz resonator. It's the same thing that happens when you you blow across the top of a bottle, that sound you get. It's the same effect is created when you strike the skin. It's supposed to give that same kind of theoretically deeper sound. It's weird. It's almost high pitched and deep at the same time if done correctly and with the right skin. This is deer hide, so it's much thicker than a goat skin, which gives it kind of a deeper tone than most djembes would have. But and how it's held on here, there is 3 metal rings on this, 2 up top and 1 on the bottom. For the 2 on the top, one has the skin kind of wrapped around it, and the second one pushes on top, and it's that friction that keeps the skin in place and tensions it at the same time. And so obviously your ropes here are what provide all that tension. But and it's really, really tight. There's one place where I would have kept tightening it to try to improve the sound, but there's one place where the skin is about to slip through, so I didn't want to risk it. If you wanted to get it tighter, what you do, I got a couple over here just to show. It's called a molly weave. You would take like these two, see how they're from the same knot at the bottom. You take your rope and you feed it underneath, back through the middle and back down, and when you pull, it twists the rope, the two ropes together, which shortens them and tightens the head. So, yeah. Any questions?
How long did it take?
I think I probably have like 35, 40 hours into it. It was a really long time.
35 hours altogether, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Make the entire thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's super fast. it's
that-
much faster than I thought. You made lots of them or just
No, this is the first time I've done anything like this.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Has it gotten you interested in making any other instruments?
Yeah, I definitely like to keep doing things like this. I've never really worked with wood very much. I've done a decent amount of metalworking, but like I said, nothing like this. It would also be nice to not have the time crunch of having it due today, so I could, sand it down and give it a nice finish. But yeah,
Wow.
I'm happy with that.
Can you play a melody or something? Just to show
Like I
Not
said,
the melody, but
Yeah, it's not a melody. Well, I don't know what the term to call it.
I don't
Series
really
of
know
sound.
I don't really know any patterns for it.
Right.
So where did you, sorry, during the process, did you find it like calming or meditating, like going through the process of making it?
Yeah, towards the end, because of, like I said, the time crunch, it got a little stressful, but especially, I started out getting this like kind of hourglass shape in. That was really nice, because I was just kind of sitting in the campus garden with a hatchet, just hanging out. It was really nice.
So what was the assignment and how did you get to this?
So the class is ethnomusicology. So the final project was either a report on some kind of world music culture or instrument building, and so I chose the instrument building.
Wow. You built it during Thanksgiving break or
I started well before.
right before? Okay.
Yeah. But the bulk of the work was Thanksgiving break.
Okay.
I went to my grandparents' place, and luckily Granddad had a chisel I could borrow. Because before that, all I had was a hatchet and a bit and brace, which is like a hand drill. So.
Family effort. This is a family effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you ever been in a drum circle?
No.
You should consider. Take your newborn.
Yeah.
Do you know if the type of wood affects the sound?
It does. This is a tulip poplar. Well, first off, tulip poplar isn't usually used for carving things. It's not like a high quality prized wood, but so I'm a campus garden, not a campus garden, I'm a food lab intern, and my project is out at RAFC. I'm kind of in charge of our budding outpost out there, and so the tree had to come down anyway because it had a really big lean and might have fallen on someone, so I just kind of used what I had. But it's kind of funny. From what I've read, darker woods give it a darker sound. Which is another, I think, reason why this kind of has a weirdly bright sound to it. So,
maybe last question, if you have it. Good. Yeah, thanks, Lenny. It's wonderful. Kitty is not yet come, right?